Good evening, y'all. Welcome to my humble abode, aka the camper that myself, my babe, and my 4 chihuahuas are currently calling home right now. I invited you here this evening to do a Q&A. I asked for you guys to ask some questions, and you guys asked a lot of them. So I picked a handful, and we're going to address them right now. Our first one comes from Miss Mary Prophet, and it says, when is the album you've been working on going to get released? And you know, Mary, that is an excellent question, and one I have been asking myself as well. So we finally decided on album art, which was a huge stick in our spokes, and mastering is just about to get started, so things are really close, so please just bear with us a little bit longer. Our next question comes from, I want to say the username is Peaches, but it's PXCHES. So could you talk to us a bit about the creative process behind the songs? Does the music or lyrics come first? And for me, the answer is neither. I am all about the melody. I am constantly humming along to something in my head. So for me, the melody kind of comes first. Goodbye, friend. All right, this next question comes from, I really like this username, Putting On Pants. And Putting On Pants asks, how as a band are you dealing with living so far apart? I know that you moved to Cali, and didn't King String move to the South? And the answer is yes to both. And you know, it's actually proved to be more helpful to us than anything, because now when we get together, it is with a purpose, and it is for longer periods of time. So we'll get together for 2 weeks, all focused on this one task, as opposed to us getting together for a few hours once a week when we all lived together. So I don't feel like it's hindered us at all. I feel like it's been very helpful. Our next question comes from Brian Pearson, 210, and it says, how did the Bridge City Centers start? How did you guys meet? And in short, the answer to that question is Craigslist. I went searching in the woman seeking band section and I found an ad saying that they were searching for some other people to play music with. So I hit them up. They had a cute little picture of them, so I knew what they looked like, and they said they were playing this open mic, so I went to the open mic, them only having communicated with me via email, so they didn't know what I looked like, and I sat in the back and I watched them secretly. I like hid and watched them, and they were great. And so afterwards I went up and I was like, hey, I'd really love to get together, play music with you. So yeah, I was a sneaky snake. And then I already knew Scott from Tomas, and he played in Profane Sass for a while. So I hit him up to come play bass for us, and then we played a show with a different band that Lucas was in, and he played after us, and he literally stopped me in my tracks. I knew that he had to play music with us, and so I tried really hard to get him in the band, and eventually it worked in my favor. So yeah, so long story short, Craigslist. Flock's Eyes, I hope I said that right. Flock's Eyes asks, you know when you're a kid and you're singing along and imagine yourself singing in a music video or a stadium or whatnot, and you have this specific atmosphere you zone into for your dream performance while you're up on stage and singing and playing. What does that look like? And I love this question, and I wish that I could put into words what that looks like for me, but there definitely is this place that when you're up there all together and everyone is just speaking the same language and we're all playing a song together, and like my eyes roll back in my head and I drift off into a dreamland where I turn into a creepy little monster, and then as soon as we like hit the last chord, it's like I'm snapped back into my body. But yeah, I wish I had better words for it, but I loved this question. Drew King asks, saw you guys at Muddy. Much love from Muhlenberg County, Kentucky. P.S. I went for Weed Eater, and you guys stole the festival for me. Question is the Sinners everyone's main priority? Because I'm discovering King Strang and Lightning Luke, and they damn good. Anyway, love it, y'all jam. And you know, the Sinners is definitely everyone's main priority. When tour is a thing, everyone books their tour around the Sinners tour. It's our baby that we all made together, and it takes us to amazing places. So yeah, everyone's main priority is music. So whether we're together or not, music is always being made. And don't forget to check out Clyde McGee's music as well. Our banjo player, he's got his own solo stuff too. But yeah, Sinners is definitely our one true love. Jack Attack says, who does most of the songwriting for the band? And do you work on music collectively, or does someone write the bulk of the music? And so everybody plays their part for sure. Most of the songs, like the base of them, is written either by myself or by Michael or by me and Clyde. Because when me and Clyde get together, we collaborate really well together. So we'll sometimes come together and then we'll make, you know, kind of there's the skin and bones of something, and then we bring it to the band and they put like the meat on it. So everybody plays their part for sure, but lyrically, it's either me or Michael who does most of the songwriting. Ken Nestor says, when can I buy a CD or digital version of Rock Bottom? Please, please, Lib, please. And you know, I don't have an exact date for that, but I can tell you that we are gonna release that as a single before the album comes out. And the album is on its way out, so it's like coming really soon. So you'll be able to get it really, really soon. And our last question comes from Penny Lane. And she said, who was the first person to tell you that you had an amazing voice? Parents, friends, who inspired you to be brave enough to pursue your art as a career? And I honestly don't recall like singing ever being a huge thing for me as a kid, but I remember performing always being a huge thing for me as a kid, like just commanding everyone in the room to watch me dance around and put on some kind of a show or watch me reenact part of a movie. Like I always was down for being part of a performance and for having all eyes in the room on me. So I remember that from a young age being something I enjoyed. But as far as music, that didn't come for me until I was probably like, I think I was about 19 years old before I ever picked up an instrument and really started just singing. That wasn't singing along to something in my car or the shower. As far as the last part of the question, the who inspired you to be brave enough to pursue your art as a career, you know, and the answer to that question is you. You did. You inspired me. Every stream, every download, every single person that comes to our show inspires me to have that courage. So thank you guys so much for that. And thank you guys for watching this as well. Please like and subscribe. That helps so much. It helps us to continue doing what we're doing. See you guys soon.